Welcome back. All right, so last night we went to the theater. We watched In a Violent Nature,
We did not.
which was kind of a surprise that we took the kids to that movie. There was a lot of entrails for a movie for children,
That
but
is not a movie
they
I'd
learned some
watch.
anatomy and to stay out of the woods. So I thought it was useful. So, all right. No, we watched Despicable Me 4. Yvonne
Oh
was
my
very
gosh,
excited
no.
to get an advanced screening
Not
of
a
that movie.
chance.
She even stood on her chair and chanted, "More minions,
I,
more minions, more
I
minions."
don't like minions.
Um, no,
No.
so we saw was it Toy Story 5 we
Inside
saw
Out
last night?
2.
Okay.
No.
Inside Out 2, which is a hockey movie. It
Hockey
is
movie.
it is a hockey movie. So I'm going to upload this to the Entertainment Guy channel, but I
It's now
went back and
officially
forth on it.
my favorite hockey movie.
It is definitely a hockey movie. And the way that you can tell it's a hockey movie is the animation. So
Oh my gosh.
what always gets me with hockey related shows or movies is when the hockey's not real hockey. One of the
Right.
reasons I like the show Shoresy, they're actual hockey players. They're actually taking those shots. They're actually out there playing around, having some fun, and getting filmed while doing so.
Doing moves that would
Oh, yeah.
actually work.
Yeah.
Possible.
Yep, the hits look realistic. Everything looks realistic. And in this movie, the animation of the skating, either
Really well.
either the animators know skating or they had video
Oh,
of
they
NHLers.
would have.
They would have been
watched
studying
hockey. They would have had videos.
because the crossover, when she did the crossover step, I was like, all right, that is some really good animation
and the
going on there.
passing,
The passing was very well done.
the goals, even.
And there's no like sensationalized big deal of like there's no like big game at the end. It's not about like there's a championship that the character wins at the start of the movie, but that's not the driver for anything. It really is just about growing up and you're moving on to that next level. You're going to high school and you hit puberty. And so I thought that was a very entertaining movie that way. Got a real kick out of that. Once puberty kicks in and anxiety shows up, it was
So
a pretty good
funny.
movie. Pretty good movie.
They did a really good job making it a movie that would work for kids, be entertaining for kids, and it's really funny for adults too.
And they also give you a window into the emotions of both parents,
Yeah, and the
of
friends,
her friends
the
too.
two best friends from middle school.
Yep. And so they give you a window into that. It's not as detailed as what hers is, but yeah, I thought it was really really well done. I'm looking forward to any and all pouchy related items in Disneyland when we
funny.
get there.
Oh my gosh,
There will definitely be
that was
pouchy.
so funny.
There's a point where Anger pins Pouchy down and just starts just
What do you have in there?
What?
It was so funny. I even
Just
leaned
great.
over to Adelaide at one point and went, "Oh, toodles," because
See,
it was the same thing.
It reminded me
Ouchie.
of Dora the Explorer
Backpack.
and the backpack.
Right.
It was very very similar to that, and I got a real kick out of it. But it does show she's going into adolescence, and I thought it was really well done. I don't have any complaints about it. I did still enjoy the first movie better.
Yes.
I still think the first movie is better of the two, but
Agreed.
well done.
But I think they did a really good job of extending and not just repeating, because sometimes second and third movies are like just a repeat or
Yeah.
a rehash, just put it
Yeah.
slightly different and then it's the same thing. So there's definitely the familiar, these emotions have to go in and save Riley
Yeah.
and make things work better. But it's a different scenario and they've added a lot more to it. And I think how they went about explaining who we are as people and emotions was really well done. And that was a fun way to do it.
Yep. I think they hit a home run with this one. And again, I'm looking forward to the collectibles that are going to come out of this.
There were some really
The
funny
video game character. The
that
video
was
game
so
character.
How
And
he
honestly,
walks.
for anybody who's played Super Smash Brothers, I was like, oh, I feel that. I feel that. Like characters that have
Just
really
rolls
weak
slowly.
attacks. Really weak attacks. And it's like, oh, I know that feeling of picking a character and you're like, oh, I'm Jigglypuff again. Oh,
But he was
why
on
did I
Mount
pick
Crushmore,
Jigglypuff?
so it's okay.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
In the Secrets Vault.
And
That
I know
was funny.
Jigglypuff can be good in Smash Brothers, but there's times where you're like, man, I don't want Jigglypuff. This is not where I want to be her. And then yeah, my favorite when I played with that was geez. I loved being Donkey Kong because of the ground pound that you could do that just knocks everybody off the map. But yeah, I used to play that a lot. So it's kind of fun to see a character that's clearly based on. There was some link to the character. There were some other video game characters mixed in there as well. But his attack completely sucks. And that just makes it so much more entertaining.
Really
that he just slowly rolls.
Dink.
Do your special attack. Okay. Do. Pink. There you go. That's it. That's all he does. The funniest part being he's got a huge sword.
Yeah.
And he puts the sword down to do the little roll. And that's the extent of his attack right there.
I have the worst attack ever.
Yep. I did like too, and this is something I can absolutely see in high school, that she says she's from Minnesota, and they hear Michigan, and so she doesn't correct them. She's just like, all right, I'm from Michigan.
Yep.
We're in Michigan. All over. Kind of from all over. Okay. From all over Michigan, the whole state. I thought she was going to make up a town. I had expected her to make up a town, which again would be a very high schoolish thing to do. But I thought it portrayed high school well. And it's a very simple movie with a very simple message. And, you know, there's a lot of interesting stuff from behind the scenes. I kind of expected to see Bing Bong. I was kind of surprised Bing Bong wasn't in there somewhere.
Me too. I thought he was going to be like in the Secrets Vault or something.
Yeah, I thought there'd be something there, but there's nothing there. So
there was a little Bing Bong Easter egg, though.
There were a lot of Easter eggs in that movie. There were a lot. Once they were in the archives,
did see Bing Bong.
The archives had some of the memory stuff was definitely. I think they had some stuff from the first movie in the memory vault down there too. Some of the stuff they were showing. What is your deal? What is the problem? You don't want me to talk to the camera either? I'm getting the dirtiest look from her right now. That's like,
I am not.
Yeah, she's not happy. I'm carrying you. You better be happy. That's better. Okay, now you're leaning against my face. But anyways, yeah. I would say out of 10, I'd give it probably a 3.5, maybe a 4.
Really?
I'm kidding.
That low?
I'm kidding. No, I enjoyed it. I had considered doing a review when we got home last night, but I just didn't feel it. So we're doing the review today, but would I recommend it? Yes. I don't think there's anything little kids can't see that's in this either. There's no like double entendres that I saw.
No.
It was a very well written movie. And that's, it might have been the most fun I've had watching a Pixar/Disney movie in a while. I mean, I liked Wish, but I really enjoyed this one. This one I thought was really quite good. So, again, looking forward to seeing what kind of merch there's going to be. Because that's how it works. I was raised in the 80s. Every cartoon you watch, there's going to be merchandise for it. So, with the Disney ones, we're going down to Disneyland in August and going to be there for a week. So hopefully it's a situation where I'll be ready for the heat. I wasn't ready for the heat last time.
Yeah.
But I'm ready for my pouchy. It's just a fanny pack. It's just all they have to do is put a face on a fanny pack and you have pouchy. And that's all that it is. What was the name of the character?
I don't remember.
It was some weird name, Blowfly or
Blowfie
or Bluefy? Bluefy.
Wasn't it Bluefy?
I think it's Bluefy.
You had a little
and he was I did like too when he's talking, like, who are you talking to? Hey kids, what should I do? And he's just talking to the wall. What do you think, kids? What's gonna help these people out? Who are you talking to?
That was funny. All of the kids, our kids were all laughing too. We had R3 and we had a bonus kid with us, and they were all laughing at that part. And the sarcasm part was so
The sarcasm was great.
We're so glad to see you guys.
Yeah. So when they call across the sarcasm, it takes what they're saying, which is nice, but it does it in a sarcastic tone, so people on the other side of the chasm are like, what is their
They say,
problem?
bunch of jerks and leave. So funny.
We could really use your help. Wow. What is their problem?
That was funny. The suppressed emotions were really funny.
Suppressed emotions was well done. The broccoli.
Yeah.
The broccoli. Because she's eating the energy bar, and it's funny too because they do taste like cardboard.
I mentioned, so I don't eat sugar, and I've mentioned many times that a lot of the no sugar stuff tastes like cardboard.
Here,
tastes like
Ow. Okay,
fake
never mind,
sugar
never mind, never
on
mind, never
cardboard.
mind. Ow,
and so
never
that was
mind.
really funny. Those taste like cardboard. Yeah, they do.
And so in her mind, she's just thinking
Yeah.
about broccoli.
Oh yeah, these are great.
Why is there cardboard floating down the river? What is she? What are they doing
doing to her?
to her? Cardboard and broccoli. So
That was really funny.
yeah, it's very entertaining. It's yeah, it was I thought a well done coming of age kind of movie.
And Anxiety was great.
Anxiety was.
Anxiety was great. When she goes through puberty and the whole thing changes and I barely touched it.
Yeah.
What? What
They
do you
showed
want?
it, like,
I barely. It's broken.
Emotionally, you see the hair trigger for her when she hits puberty, and just everything is just like over the top, freaking out. And then the mom, the voices in her head. Well, that's a preview of the next 10 years. I looked at him, I'm like, yeah, that's about right. Yep.
Yeah, we were just laughing
Yep.
the whole time
So
with the puberty.
It did a good job of being accurate and showing it from a parent's perspective and from the kid's perspective going through the puberty part of things. So yeah, I thought it was really well done. And the dad too, it's kind of like, eh. All his emotions are basically, meh. I was like, yeah, that's a dad right there. So, yeah, everything's fine. All right, cool. That's it. Is the game on? Like that's it. And I was like, yeah, that's accurate. So thought it was well done. Fun movie. Would highly recommend. The hockey was very well done.
It must.
When they showed him doing drills, I was like, okay, those are actual hockey drills.
Yeah, they were doing lines.
They were doing lines, and then when she was doing the obstacle course and the
Yeah.
trying to hit the targets in the
Yes,
morning, I was
yeah.
like, yep, that is absolutely
Yep,
a
she's
drill.
really good with that.
That's a
And
drill
when
that they do.
did the close-ups of her doing turns on her skates and crossover, and even the laces on her skates.
Yep, everything was
Really well done.
accurate. Unlike Mighty Ducks, which drove me absolutely bonkers, this movie actually shows real hockey the way real hockey is, and it
But
actually
if they did the flying
actually
V,
worked.
it would have been a lot better.
I was so happy they didn't show any non-hockey plays just for the lulls of it. Like
Right.
it actually is accurate, and it's a movie that has a lot of hockey in it without being a hockey movie technically, because
Right.
it's about a little girl growing up. But yeah, the hockey side of it was great. So highly recommend. If I was going to grade it out of 10, I'd say solid 8.5. I'd go 8.5. She'll go like 9 or 9.5.
I wouldn't say 9.5 because it is a second movie.
You did
and
cry,
I do prefer. I always cry in all Disney, all Pixar movies.
And
They
I looked
always make
over and
me
I could
cry.
see tears in her eyes. I'm thinking, what? What just happened that made her cry? What?
What part of this
Why?
movie
Why crying?
made
But
Yvonne cry? this
Yvonne does
time?
cry a lot in movies.
I do.
Oddly enough, not horror movies.
I-
And there's a lot of like death and dismemberment, and she doesn't
But-
cry in any of that.
I don't generally
So-
watch horror movies, and parts like that I don't look. I look away. So
True.
I watch kid movies.
This is true. She definitely
I watch
watches.
kid
She
movies.
prefers the kids' movies.
I don't like the.
Which means I don't watch very many horror
Violent
movies now
and
because I
aggressive
know
and-
she can't handle it. So I've had to cut back on my horror viewing from where it was, say, 8 years ago. So, but that's fine. We watched Love Island and the ridiculousness of that, and obviously go and see Disney movies and have plans for a trip to Disneyland. So we're already looking at like reservations for food while we're down there and. Watching the parade. I like to watch live streams of the parade just for same
fun.
parades and all that.
It's
so
fun.
and again, should be fun being down there and seeing what they got. But if you've seen the movie, let us know what you thought of it in the comment section below. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, because that would make her happy Although I think she's happy right now anyways.
She's always
she's
happy.
in her spot. So, anyways, thanks guys for watching. And yeah, I will talk to you again soon.